beware, beware. This is a warning. The Grim Reaper of radio, Bob Romanik, with his off-the-record show is about to air. He's probably the nastiest and craziest son of a bitch that you've ever had the misfortune to encounter. The Grim Reaper show will be very controversial and probably quite tasteless. If you are even slightly offended by controversial matter concerning religion, racial matters, politics, or life's problems, you are hereby warned to turn this program off immediately. The Grim Reaper show will be, like his face, very scary and very ugly. At this time, not proudly, but shamefully presents to you, Bob Romanik, the craziest son of a bitch on the radio today.
This is Bob Romanik, the Grim Reaper of radio, and you're listening to the all-new KQQZ 1190 AM, simulcasting on KZQZ 1430 AM, America's bi-state voice of freedom, radical radio, and we are, as always, proud, very, very proud to be the Patriot. People, come on out. We're here at the Madison County Courthouse in Edwardsville, Illinois. What a great day. We've got so many veterans out here. This situation is uncalled for. Alan Dunstan, you asswipe son of a bitch, where the hell are you at? Alan Dunstan, County Chairman, Madison County. We're not going to tolerate you. We're not going to tolerate you disrespecting our proud military veterans. We're not going to take it, Dunstan. If you're any kind of man, come out here and address this crowd, Dunstan. Alan Dunstan, the county chairman, Madison County. You got the guts, you idiot. You got the guts to screw a veteran. You ought to have the guts to come out here and defend yourself. I don't think you've got the guts. Alan Dunstan, we're right here. We're right here at the Madison County Courthouse in the beautiful, beautiful town of Edwardsville, Illinois. And we're challenging you, Alan Dunstan, Madison County Chairman, to come out here and speak and defend yourself. Defend yourself on such an egregious act of not letting a proud military hero, a proud vet, come into the courthouse in Madison County. No disrespect, and I don't want to cast any dispersions on people that are in trouble, but there's people coming through this courthouse that have been charged with murder, charged with rape, charged with drug charges, charged with battery, assault. They get to come into the courtroom. They get to come into the courthouse. Why? Why can't Brad Leviti come in? Mr. Dunstan, why? He's definitely not a criminal. He's a hero. He's a military hero. Now they tell me, and we'll talk about it, we've got some people going to be on the air with us momentarily, that he exposed some kind of financial corruption here in Madison County. Now, if that's not true, Dunstan, stop on. You don't even have to call me. You don't have to get in your car. Just come down here, come downstairs. That's what the people of Madison County pay you to do, to represent them, all of them, not to screw them. This crap's went on too long, not just in Madison County, St. Clair County, but the guy asked me, hey, Bob, you got a dog in this fight? I said, sure, I got a dog in this fight. The dog is our brave military heroes that have given me the opportunity to speak free every day and not go to jail, to give you people the opportunity to speak free, to live free. We all have a dog in this fight. And we're here at the courthouse steps in Madison County. We're here at the courthouse steps in Madison County. What a great crowd. We've got a lot of vets. I don't know what all's going on. We've got Kurt Prenzler talking. We're going to have Phil Chapman. He's a vet, going to have him talking. Karen Zimmerman, she'll be with us. Alan Dunstan, we're calling you out. It's amazing. It's amazing, the crowd here, and it's going to get bigger. But you see what these asswipe, no-count, good-for-nothing, lousy son of a bitch and politicians do? They avoid the problem. Now let us be out here for a ribbon cutting where there's going to be a street opened or a bridge opened. They'll have their lame, stinky asses out here in a minute cutting the ribbon. Well, we got a ribbon we want you to cut, Alan Dunstan. This is not right. This is not right for the people of this great county, not right for the people of this great state, and certainly not right for this great country, the great United States of America. Here's a man who is a veteran, a decorated veteran, disabled vet, 20 years. He did have a problem. People, here's what I ask you. Here's what I had. He got in a little bit of trouble at a domestic event, and we all have problems. But I would ask you, Who caused that problem? It wasn't him. It wasn't Brad. It was us, this great country of ours. We're the one that sent him into combat. We're the one that made him serve our country. And now that a problem has arisen from his service to our great country, protecting all of us, now he's going to be penalized. He's had PTSD, I'm sorry. He's had that issue, and it's been related to combat. Now, why? I ask you why whenever the doctors say Brad's ready to come back to work, and I have to say, he was a major in the service. I mean, I'm craziest son of a bitch in town. They let me go to the courthouse. They let me come to the courthouse, and, I'm apt to do anything at any time. If they let me come in, why don't they let a veteran come in? I ask you that. Hey, I ask you that, Dunston. You're going to refuse a crazy bastard like me coming to the courthouse? No, you'll let me come in, but you won't let a proud, disabled vet come in? Are you nuts? Everybody in Madison, St. Clair County, we've got 4 million potential listeners in our zone. Please, call this Dunston. Every veteran, everybody that's got a family member that's a veteran, everybody that's been a vet, everybody that loves this country and loves the freedom we have, it's because of the vets. And you people, Dunston and your crowd here in Madison County, it's unbelievable. And now here's what really kind of pisses me off. When we got a great crowd, we've got people speaking. What really pisses me off, now Dunston, this ass white bastard, he's got a few vets that he's put on his side to endorse what he's doing. Now, isn't it atrocious and egregious when you get some politician, some sleazy, greasy, no-count, good-for-nothing, rotten politician, and he's going to pit brother against brother, vet against vet? Dunston, you no-good bastard, where the hell are you at? We've got a great crowd out here. Wouldn't you think this man would have the decency, he would have the guts to come out here and talk to all of us? You chicken crap bastard. You'll want your vote election day, though, people. I hope every vet, everybody that knows a vet, friends of a vet, and I don't give a damn, everybody that lives in this free country ought to be against this rotten bastard. Because of the vets, we can have freedom. We can have impartial elections. And we're going to elect an asswipe like this again? And again, Dunston, we're right here at the courthouse. People, you can't believe the crowd here. You can't believe the support. They've got veterans talking. They've got everybody out here talking. We've got mental health people out here. And it's truly amazing. It's truly amazing that Dunston let it go this far, but he has. He's let it go this far, but we're not gonna let it stop here. We're gonna fight for Mr. Leviti's freedoms to come to this courthouse. We all have freedoms. He fought for our freedoms, and he loses his. Now, I don't know all the particulars, but I know he was got in a little problem. I've been in a big problem. I think most of us have been in problems. Just some of us are lucky enough we haven't got caught, if you know what I mean, and I think you do. And this Dunston, he's taken this. He's trying to penalize and punish a proud vet because Alan Dunston, wants to take control of the hiring and the budget of the Veterans Administration here in Madison County. And that's just typical. That's par for the course for these asswipe, no good son of a bitches. And that's okay, politicians. You can take our money. But when you start taking our freedoms, when you start taking the freedoms of the vets who fought and died, all gave some and some gave all, Dunston, you wouldn't know about that, you chicken crap bastard. I want to know, Alan Dunston, the people of Madison County want to know. Everybody wants to know what the hell is going on here in Madison County. You're taking a vet. Every one of you vets ought to be so pissed off. It's amazing. Everybody here is in support of the vets. And it says here, it's all about money and power, and the veterans are the ones getting hurt. And I say more than anything, Dunston, when you take some of your vets, and you try to get them and pit them against Major Brad Leviti, you are one rotten, no-count, good-for-nothing son of a bitch. I understand, and I want to salute the vets that are on your side. I'm not a hypocrite. I want to salute them for their great service to our country. But you have taken them, you've made politicians out of some proud vets. And when you can, and these guys are strong people, these Democrats are strong here in Madison County, when they can take the vets, and they can take the vets and pit them against each other. It's amazing. It's amazing how this happens in this great country. Everybody understand me. This is about money. This is about control from the Democratic organization in Madison County. Hell, he's just as bad as the ass wipes. I'm going to have to give Dunston some kind of nickname because he's a no-good bastard. But Al Dunston, I'm right here. I'm in your backyard. Will you please come out and talk to me and the good people of Madison County? The people of Madison County who you paid, you get their money. Alan Dunston, you rotten bastard people. It just sincerely pisses me off. We're here with a great crowd, and I'm so pissed off. I don't know what the hell I'm going to do. I may go in the courthouse and want to talk to him personally because I guarantee you he's not going to come. He's not going to come out here and talk to us. He's not going to come out here and talk to us. I'm going to here momentarily. We're going to not wrap up. We've got people talking, and we're going to get a couple interviews here to see what's going on. But it's you hear the crowd in the background. You hear the crowd in the background. I'm trying to get Karen Zimmerman here, if I can, here momentarily. Can somebody try to get me Karen Zimmerman? Karen Zimmerman, if she's in the crowd. I need Karen Zimmerman somewhere. Karen, would you get down the red? This lady here is one of the organizers of the event, and I wanted to get her to come in and talk with us momentarily. It's kind of chaotic here, but it's kind of chaotic, but we'll get this under control. With me now, a major in the Air Force, a vet, a retired vet, Miss Karen Zimmerman. Karen, how the heck are you doing today, hon?
I'm doing great, Bob. How are you doing?
Hey, I'm doing fine. You were out there with the not the protest, with the rally. It's not a protest, it's a rally. It's a positive thing.
Absolutely.
And I made some statements, and maybe you want to talk about them or not, but I've been told by so many people that this is more of a money grab and a control thing. But what I said that trumps everything, this Brad Leviti, this major, this hero, as you were, he fights for us. He didn't go over there because he wanted to. He went over there because he was asked to. He was ordered to, and he did that to protect us, me, you, and everybody at this courthouse. And now he comes up with a disease, which is a notable disease, and because he has some problems, they're going to penalize him for the rest of his life. Karen, what's your take on that?
It's all about control. It has to be, because it's control for people that have absolutely no leadership skills. If they had leadership skills, they would have taken this opportunity to educate the people of Madison County on what PTSD is all about.
Yeah.
Because PTSD doesn't only impact military veterans, it impacts first responders, it affects anybody that has experienced a traumatic experience. So it could impact anyone.
Yeah.
So this is all about, they don't understand democracy. I mean... No,
they understand it, Karen. They just don't want it to live by it. They want to do as they say, not as they do. And this Madison County, I'm appalled. Alan Dunston is up here at the courthouse right now. He gets paid by the good people of Madison County. That's his job, to respond to the people. He's nowhere around. But if there had been a ribbon-cutting ceremony, I said earlier, he'd have his fat ass out here cutting every ribbon like he was somebody.
Well, he's an employee of the people.
You're exactly right,
and everybody
Karen.
keeps calling them the county leadership. They're not leadership. They're employees. They work for the people. And they've forgotten about that in Edwardsville and Madison County. I mean, it's the Federal Republic of Madison County, and I've tried to remind people here that Madison County is part of the United States of America.
Yes, it is.
It is not an island outside of it.
Karen, you being a proud vet, and again, I want to salute you and every vet out here for their service to our great country. Doesn't this just appall you as what's going on? Why can't we waste our time? Why can't we waste our time if we have to waste it on the enemy, not on our heroes? I don't understand their mentality up here in Madison County.
Oh, you never will. It's power corrupts, absolute power corrupts absolutely. It's put a circle around this courthouse, and it extends past the courthouse and the administration building. It's a way of life for these people.
Yeah,
and so you'll never understand it, because if it's not your way of life, you won't understand it.
I've said this, and I know how many veterans live in Madison County, how many lives of veterans have touched every one of our lives, because I can go out of my house a day and not go to jail because somebody don't like the way I look or what I say. Don't you think every vet ought to come out? Every person that appreciates the vet, every person that lives free because of the vet, which is 280,000 people in Madison County, I hope they come out in November and throw this ignorant, stupid son of a bitch and Alan Dunstan out of office. He doesn't deserve citizenship in this great country if he's going to do this to our veterans.
Well, we have to take back our country, or we will implode from within. Anybody that knows the macro sense of it knows that.
Right.
And when they start taking away your civil liberties, which they've done with Brad, violate your constitutional rights, where's the next step?
Yeah.
And that's a vet. That's a vet.
That's right. What
about the other person that's not a vet?
Yeah. Well, but you know what, though, Karen? We all get treated the same unless we start drinking their Kool-Aid. Unless we drink their Kool-Aid, we're never going to get treated properly. So I think we need to have some red, white, and blue Kool-Aid. Let's have some American
I like
Kool-Aid.
the way you think, yes.
But what a great crowd out here, Karen. You were one of the organizers, I would assume.
I've been involved and I know what's going on. I wouldn't call me an organizer. I handed out signs.
Well, I tell you what, everybody ought to be proud. And again, this is something positive. This is not a demonstration. This is a rally in support of this great country, in support of Major Leviti, in support of every vet. Here's I'll make the analogy to you, Karen.
Okay.
You send me in this place because there's somebody going to kill you, and I go in there and I get my arm blown off. The next week, I'm trying to get a job, and you say, Bob, I'm not going to hire you because you only got one arm. Well, Karen, it was because of you I lost my arm. It was because of the military. It was because of this great country that Brad had this problem, and now we're not going to address it?
I'm going to take exception to you. As a military member, you went in, you did your job. You defended your country.
No,
you lost an arm. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I know. Well, yeah,
but you're absolutely right.
I apologize. Yeah, that was a bad analogy. But
right.
What I'm saying is they sent him, our great country sent him over there. They wanted him to protect us.
Exactly.
And now these bastards in Madison County, Alan Dunstan and his crew, this culture of corruption that went from St. Clair County to Madison County, they're not going to repay him and protect him and his rights.
No, all any military veteran does is protect the Constitution against enemies, both foreign and domestic.
Yeah, we got some domestic enemies here.
We'll put some in that. We'll put these guys in that category.
So, well, Karen, I tell you what a great crowd out here. I want to salute you.
It's phenomenal.
For your great military service, you and every vet. And I just hope the message gets out through you people, because you have to be here. You can feel the tingle. You can feel the love. You can feel the respect for our great military. And these politicians, other than Mr. Kurt Prenzler, the Madison County chairman, there's not a politician out here. There's not one of Al Dunstan's people out here that I can see. Can you?
Well, no. Of course not.
And they're not going to come out.
No, and every military member, I can speak on behalf of every one of them. They live to serve, and they serve to live. So I appreciate the opportunity to
Karen
talk to you.
Zimmerman, Air Force Major, thank you very much for your service to this great country.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much. I think we're going to take a quick break. We're going to take a break. We'll be back in a few minutes, and we've got some more interviews to talk. This is a great crowd out here. We still got about a half hour or so. So anybody want to come out and support not just the veterans, but support America, because this is what it's about. And Al Dunstan, you asswipe, no good for nothing, stupid son of a bitch. Get your ass out here. Get your ass out here and represent the good people of Madison County. You get paid to do that. Come out here and do it, you rotten bastards, you no-count, unpatriotic son of a bitch. This is Bob Romanik. The Grim Reaper of Radio, and you're listening to the all-new KQQZ 1190 AM, simulcasting on KZQZ 1430 AM, America's bi-state voice of freedom, your guardian of the First Amendment, Radical Radio. And we are, as always, listen to me, people, we are very, very proud to be the Patriot. This is Bob Romanik, the Grim Reaper of Radio, and you're listening to the all-new KQQZ 1190 AM, simulcasting on KZQZ 1430 AM. Insane broadcasting, America's bi-state voice of freedom, Radical Radio, and we are, as always, proud, very, very proud to be the Patriot. We're here at the Madison County Courthouse in Edwardsville, Illinois. We're fighting for the vets. We're fighting for the people that fought for us. We're fighting for the people that died to give me the freedom to speak free, give you the freedom to get up in the morning, to go to your job, to have your family have a great life. We're fighting for the symbol of freedom. Alan Dunstan, where the hell are you at? I've got with me, and Mr. Prenzler asked if I wouldn't talk bad about Mr. Dunstan at this point. He's a very nice gentleman, so I'll back off Mr. Dunstan at this time. And with me is the Madison County Treasurer, Kurt Prenzler. Mr. Prenzler, what a great crowd out here, and I know you as an elected official, you come out here and through your support to the vets. Can I ask, and I don't want to be crass to Mr. Dunstan, but why wouldn't the other elected officials, and I know you can't talk for them, but don't you feel that they should be out here in support of our vets?
Well, I don't know. It's been publicized and Bob, you've done a great job of publicizing this. It's been in the newspapers, the local newspapers. So we were having a rally here today, and that's a very good question you're asking.
Yeah, I don't understand. I mean, you're the only, and I want to salute you, Mr. Prenzler. You came on my show not to endorse me a couple days ago. You want to be transparent to your bosses, all the people of Madison County, and you people of Madison County. How overwhelming is that when you've got a political leader? I will not disrespect Mr. Prenzler and call him a politician. He's a public servant. Why can't all of our public service all throughout this region, St. Clair and Madison County, do what Mr. Prenzler is doing? But on another note, Mr. Prenzler, it's kind of unbelievable. This veteran went over and fought for us, contracted a situation, and now because we sent him as Americans over there, we're not going to let him come to his courthouse and our courthouse. How atrocious, how egregious is that?
I agree, and you know, I was very humbled today, Bob, being in this rally, and I heard people from the Army, from the Navy, from the Air Force, and the Marines all speak up. People who have been there and done that, and they've served this country, and this is quite a show of support.
It really is.
And even people from St. Clair County came up thanks to your publicity of this on the radio. And I just want to thank you for being here today.
What do you mean thank me? Because of these guys, me, you, we can live free. You can get elected in a democracy. What do these guys think, that Madison County is not in this great United States? Are they going to have their own rules? What the hell's wrong with some of these people?
Well, and you know, it's interesting. Here we are, Bob. We're exercising our First Amendment rights. And that's the way in this country that we get things done. We don't use violence.
No, this is not a protest. That's what I said.
That's right.
This is a rally for our troops and for our country.
And what we're seeing right here is democracy in action. We are seeing people show up on their own dime, and we're seeing the press show up and letting their opinions be known, and they're supporting Brad Leviti, and that's a great thing. We take that for granted sometimes in this country. They can't do this in all countries in the world, but we can, and we're doing it here today.
You know what, Kurt? Maybe you can address this if you don't want to. You don't know all the facts. But what really pisses me off, and again, this is Bob Romanik talking, not Mr. Kurt Prenzler, the Madison County Treasurer. He's just standing next to me. Don't accuse him of saying something that I said, and I'm sure he's cringing when I'm talking a little bit because he's a nice guy. But I think it's just so nasty. There was some vets that I heard that come to Dunstan's defense. Now, only in America can an ass-white, no-count, good-for-nothing politician, whoever they are, pit brother against brother, veteran against veteran, and I want to salute these vets that are supporting Dunstan on this issue, but I got to say they've went from being a proud vet to being a sleazy, greasy politician, because they have to understand what Leviti's going through, Kurt.
Now, I don't know everything, Bob, but it's my opinion. It's just an opinion. The reason they've come down so hard on Brad is because Brad's a stand-up soldier, and Brad objected to the way some money was being spent, and that's a no-no in the Madison County machine. And so Brad had the courage that he exhibited on the battlefield to stand up and say no. And he's paying the price for that. In fact, and I think that's the common opinion of the people here today, the proud veterans who are here today to stand up for Brad Leviti.
Yeah, you know, I got to say, I'm an ex felon, and if somebody doesn't want me around, maybe I created my own problem, and I understand that. But Brad did not create this problem. We, as Americans, created it for him. He had a situation. He got it taken care of. The Veterans Administration, I read right here, the Veterans Administration said he's ready to come back to work, but I guess Dunstan and the Democratic leaders, I guess they know more about this disease than the doctors at the VA clinic.
Well, I think the veterans are speaking loud and clear here today, and Bob, I know a lot of them are ready. They'd like to talk to you on the air.
They're going to. Mr. Kurt Prenzler, thank you very much. You keep up the good work, and I'm going to interject just a little politics. I know you didn't want it. I hope I hope that the good people of Madison County see through this Dunston and this culture of corruption in Madison County and give you, Kurt Prenzler, the opportunity to change this county positively like you have the Treasurer's Office in Madison County.
Thank you, Bob. Thank you for being here today.
Thank you very much, sir. We're going to get some other veterans. We're going to get, I would like to speak. This gentleman here came up to me, and I'm trying to get all my crap in order, and I can't. Will Spencer, here he is, Mr. Spencer. Hold on a second, people, because I'm going to get the headphones on this proud veteran.
Oh.
Can you hear okay, Will?
Yeah, I can now.
Okay. I've got with me a proud veteran. He came up to me, Will Spencer, a vet from the United States Army. He has PTSD, and what is that? What is that actually? Because I'm a little, I know somewhat, but what is that, Will? That the
okay, how I got to the PTSD, I didn't even know I had it. Okay, and I've been threatening to end my life. Okay,
right. And you're a Vietnam combat veteran.
In Vietnam, you can't say I'm combat, even though I was attached to the 9th Infantry. I was a microwave. I was in Signal Corps.
Okay.
Problem was, 16 hours a day, I was 9th Infantry.
All right.
Okay. So we did that. We did the guard duty and going up and down.
You were over
South
there in the
Fork.
thick of things.
1968 to 69.
The worst part of the war.
And April of 69, the ammo dump over there blew. It blew me through a door 30 feet. Okay? That was just the start of stuff. Did I kill somebody? Yes. I went down to see my brother in Canto. We got ambushed. Yes, I killed a guy over there. I'm sorry for it.
Well, no, you're not. Hey, that's survival.
Well,
at that
that's
point.
survival. I had my wife and twin girls
to
at
come home too. I agree.
Come home too. But what this is, I have recurring nightmares. Okay. And it's always the same one. It's running out of ammo. Now that reverts to, I was over there May of 68. Okay. In January of 69. They were worried about the officers getting fracked. I don't know if you know what that means or not. Slayed. They took all our ammo away from us. We had to go, if we would have had a land attack, we would have had to go to the thing to get the ammo. We don't have it.
Right.
I didn't listen to them. I kept a locker full of it. All right. I was taking no chances. I was getting home to my wife.
Yeah.
Anyhow, they said, the PTSD is the nightmares I have still to this day. All right. It's also stress related.
Right.
It relates stuff.
Now you wouldn't have that, Will, if our great country hadn't sent you over there to protect us. You wouldn't have had these occurring nightmares.
I just want to tell you something. I threatened to kill myself. I went to John Cochran, talked to a psychiatrist over there. I had my wife with me. She stated point blank, the guy I married is not the guy that came back from Vietnam.
Right.
I thought I was.
Yeah. Now let me ask you this, Will, and you had a very poignant statement earlier when we talked. You said you're 50% disabled with this. Did they call it a disease? I guess it is a disease, or what do they?
They do not call it. No, it's a mental state of mind.
Mental state of mind.
I wouldn't call it a disease.
Okay, well, I don't want to disrespect any of you vets, and I'm just ignorant of the fact, but you're 50% disabled with the same situation that Brad Van Leedy has. What was the question you asked me about the courthouse?
I asked if he can't come in because they think he's unstable. How about me wanting to walk in that door and talk to Tim Turner, because that's my rep up here. I've been up here numerous times talking to him. No one stopped me from going in there. I'm 50% disabled. I can go off anytime.
Mr. Dunston, do you hear Will Spencer, a proud Vietnam vet, explaining to you the situation? You let him come to the courthouse. Maybe now that you know he's got this disorder because of our military, because of our country sitting him into the flames of fire. I guess now you're going to blackball him, or you're going to blackball every veteran. You're going to blackball. Hey, let's blackball a veteran that got his legs blown off because he can't walk up the steps, Dunston. How about that? Let's blackball a guy that got his arm cut off because he can't sign an affidavit at the courthouse. How about that, Dunston, you rotten, no good piece of crap? But, Will, I got to say, what a great crowd out here. I want to salute you for your service to this great country. And
salute every veteran. You've already done that.
I salute every veteran every day, because it wouldn't be for you guys, I'd be in jail for the rest of my life, because I can speak free because of you. Guess who else can speak free because of you? Alan Dunstan. So, Alan Dunstan, why don't you come down here, you piece of chicken crap, low-life, bottom-feeding son of a bitch? Why don't you come down here and face these veterans? These veterans fought for you. Why don't you come down here and fight for them? It's amazing, Will.
Well, we need him out of office, period. He's not for the people. He's for Alan Dunstan. That's what that's all about.
That's all he's for.
That's all he's for.
I don't want to make this any kind of a political rally because we're doing nothing but respecting our brave military. But
hey, Brad should be, if I'm able to go in there, Brad should be able to go in there.
And every vet should be able to go in there. And I got to say.
Exactly. And there's a gentleman that went in just a little bit earlier that's charged with aggravated battery. Now, that's a violent crime. That's a violent crime. They let him go into the courthouse, and he's an alleged criminal at this time. What you're saying, Dunstan, what you're saying to the good people of Madison County is these vets aren't any better than these alleged criminals. And when you say that, I say kiss all of our ass, because you're not going to disrespect this country. You're not going to disrespect the proud vets that made this country great, the proud vets that put you in that office, that every day you can come to work. What a piece of crap. Will, I'm going to give you your last word. What do you have to say? Well, I agree with everything you just said. Okay.
Well, that's a little scary, but hey.
Well, it could be scary. I mean, I call it the way it is, which they said is also part of my PTSD, because I state what's on my mind.
You mean you're honest? That's good. You're not a hypocrite. You're not a hypocrite.
I'm just honest. But I want to thank all the veterans for coming to this rally.
Well, it was a great crowd, great support, and it's going to get bigger and it's going to get stronger. This was kind of
I hope we do this every month.
Yeah, we need to do this every day. What we need to do is let's find out where Al Dunstan lives, since he's not going to come out here where he works. Let's find out where that ass white bastard lives. Let's go by his neighborhood. Let his family and let his friends know what a no good piece of crap he is. Mr. Will Spencer, thank you very much for you and every military officer, hero. Thank you all for your service. Thank you very much.
Not a hero,
you are a hero. No, you are a hero. Thank you very much, Mr. Will Spencer. We're going to take a quick break. We got some more interviews, and we'll be back right after this break. This is Bob Romanik. The Grim Reaper of Radio, and you're listening to the all-new KQQZ 1190 AM, simulcasting on KZQZ 1430 AM, America's bi-state voice of freedom, insane broadcasting. And we are, as always, people, you come out here, you'll be extra proud to be the Patriot. This is Bob Romanik, the Grim Reaper of Radio, and you're listening to the all-new KQQZ 1190 AM, simulcasting on KZQZ 1430 AM, America's bi-state voice of freedom, radical radio, and we are, as always, proud, very, very proud to be the Patriot. I'm here at Madison County. What a great turnout, not for a protest, a peaceful rally in support of our great military vets, our great military heroes. And you know the ass-white bastard who didn't show up? The Madison County Board Chairman, Alan Dunstan. Alan, I'm an unpatriotic son of a bitch. Dunstan didn't show up. We're 10 feet from his office. You rotten bastard, I hope the good people of Madison County remember this. I hope every vet, everybody involved in our great country remembers you and kicks your ass to the curb. Having said that, I've got a beautiful lady standing next to me. She's a sister of Brad Leviti. It's Misty Leviti Bachoki. I was going to get that. What the hell? Misty, you're a beautiful lady. I'm sure you're a professional lady.
Thank
I know
you.
You love your brother. You love this country.
Absolutely.
If this wasn't your brother, what the hell is going on with this Dunstan? And what are they trying to penalize your brother because he went over and served our country and protected us? Is that the way we're going to reward every vet?
Absolutely not. Our veterans go over there at a young age, our men and women, and the mental health diagnoses arrive or manifest in individuals between the 18 years of age and 25, and we send these individuals over there to fight for our freedom and to fight in a country that sometimes their beliefs are way different than us, and I feel like he's come back, and unfortunately he's suffering from PTSD, and for him to have a moment where he was not himself in his right mind,
right,
and to be banned from his building and to be shamed in regards to how he acted, I find it appalling, because personally I feel that PTSD does not only affect our veterans that are coming back from war, but it also affects all walks of life here in the United States. 1 in 5 individuals are affected with a mental illness, and if we are going to keep Brad out because of his PTSD and the episode that he had, then I think we should have a clipboard out front that they can hang in every 5 individuals that has either assaulted someone and has a charge or has a mental illness, needs to sign that board, and they need not be allowed in the county building.
You know what, Misty, I agree with you. I've got the facts here that the VA psychiatrist says he's good to return to work. You know, I make the analogy, and I made a bad analogy about getting an arm blew off and a vet jumped my ass, rightfully so. But it's like we get a guy, hey, go over and fight for us over in Vietnam, but you're going to get malaria and you're going to get some deadly disease. And when you come back, we're not only not going to treat you, we're going to ostracize you from everybody else. Now, that is total crap. Now, the VA, the doctors now, the VA doctors, not these asswipe politician Al Dunston, they say he's okay. Hey, Dunston, show me a medical degree. If you got a military degree, it's got to be in proctology, because that's the only thing you'd probably enjoy doing. But Misty, it's amazing, and I hope people that are listening, I hope they understand how bad of a situation this is.
Absolutely. I would like to add that Mr. Dunston does sit on the mental health board. He holds some title in that area.
Well, we better get rid of him quick.
Yes, absolutely. I feel that if he supports and he writes and he's in support of our mental health laws here in the Madison County or in this community, then he reached out to Brad to see how he's doing. Where's our public health department in regards to our mental health and the security of our people here in the community? That's my concern.
You know, Misty, I know Brad couldn't be here for legal reasons, and there's a lot of stuff going to come down.
Let me interrupt you 1 second. Brad is currently, and you're correct, but he is currently over in Missouri in a mental health meeting today.
Okay, well that's good. Hey, we all
and it's not for his own mental health; it's for the rights of others.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. He had a little problem. Hell, I had a big problem.
Absolutely.
I'm allowed in the courthouse. We all have problems.
We all do.
But some of us just don't get caught. Mm-hmm. But whenever there was no arrest, no conviction, and when they say the Veterans Administration, our federal government and our federal doctors, our very professional, educated federal doctors, say that this gentleman's ready to go back to work. In America, he fought to give us a second opportunity.
Yes.
So I don't understand, and for the life of me, I don't understand why we're out here. I don't understand why they're not giving him a hero's welcome home. Why they're not giving him a hero's welcome home. And
I agree. Yes, I do agree. Our medical professionals, they sit in school for 8-10 years, some of them, and they do specialize. And just looking at some of the newspaper reports I read, which I find very interesting, the board elected to put a child psychologist and have them interview and discuss, have my brother evaluated by a child psychologist. Where my concern comes in is that, they elected to have him interviewed by a child psychologist, but my brother is 40 years old. And so in the medical world, I feel like he should have been interviewed by an adult psychiatrist. And so that's one of my concerns.
Well, I kind of think, and I've been in politics 50 years in St. Clair County. St. Clair and Madison County mirror each other. And it's really a shame when these asswipe politicians, not public service, these asswipe politicians like Alan Dunston are going to use our military as a political tool, a political shill. And I say for that, Al Dunston, I hope you rot in political hell. This is Misty Leviti Bachoki. Thank you very much. I'm going to give you the last word about you and your brother. What do you have to say?
Brad, I support you in everything you do, and I know that you are not a violent person, and I know that you're out there working every day to support these military men and women that has gone over and that has fought for our lives and gives us our freedom every day. I'm proud to be able to travel across the United States from Florida to California, and I'm proud that you went over there and that you're fighting this fight, Brad. Every day it's you. You are putting a face with PTSD, something that's pushed under the carpet and that's overlooked, and quite frankly, there's no support in it with finances. And you know what, Brad, you keep your head up high, and we support you all the way.
Thank you very much. You know what? The Menace of Society is not your brother, your hero, the veteran hero, the military hero. It's these asswipe Madison County politicians led by Alan. I'm a no-count, good-for-nothing, unpatriotic son of a bitch Dunston. Misty, thank you very much for your time. We've got a little bit of time left. I've got one more person I'd like to interview, Phil Chapman, if I can find Phil, wherever Phil's at. Phil, you want to come over? We've got a few more minutes. People, you can't believe the crowd here. You can't believe the people that are supporting the vets. The people that are supporting the vets are the people that are out here in support of not just the vets of this great country. You know, not a one politician came out here to support the vets. Now, there was one public servant come out and support the vets, and it was Kurt Prenzler. He's the only one. Now with me, I have, where are you at, Phil? Right here.
Phil Chapman.
Phil, you're a proud vet. What branch of the service?
Yes, sir. I served in the U.S. Army for 9 years before entering into other federal service.
Okay, Phil, what's your take on this? And I did my words, these no good son of a bitchin' politicians. You guys go over and fight for us and give us our freedoms, and then they're going to penalize you guys because of a situation. And now we're out here at the courthouse, not celebrating our military, but trying to defend our military. Why do we have to defend our military in this great United States of America?
Well, I'm not sure exactly why Mr. Levite is still continuing not to be allowed into the administration building. Apparently, Alan Dunston and some others are concerned that he's a danger to people's safety. I'm very glad that Brad, through his attorney, Tom Burkhart, has taken this to the appellate court in Mount Vernon, where there was a very apparently favorable verdict saying that they must determine quickly as the suitability of him entering the building, and the attorney fees for Mr. Burkhart will have to be paid for by the government,
right,
because there's some cause here.
Yeah. What do you think about, I know you heard earlier about the other proud vet, Will Spencer, who's got 50% disability because of this disability. He's asking, can he go in? I mean, they're going to have to screen everybody and get their medical records now. Is that what you're going to have to do, well, Dunston, get everybody's medical records before they can come into the courthouse?
I do know this, Bob, that every day there are people entering into the county administration building who have committed felonies, who have done things that are far worse illegally than Mr. Levite has,
right,
who also probably have PTSD because they come here as veterans to...
Maybe even not diagnosed at that point in time.
Yes, so we already have a number of dangerous people entering the building, and yet we know Mr. Levite was cleared by a VA psychiatrist to return to work and to return to work in the administration building.
Well, that's what I asked earlier. What is that? We're going to take the word of the professional doctors from the federal administration, or are we going to take the words from an asswipe politician, Alan Dunston? Well, I don't understand why this is even a question.
Well, I understand that there was a psychiatrist that was used by the county administration about this issue.
That's wrong there, because it was one of their people.
But they are not specialists in PTSD, and also they are on retainer to the county. I think there should be somebody, that person should have recused themselves, and I think if they were going to do that at all, they should have had somebody independent to doing this.
Mr. Phil Chapman, we don't have much more time. I'm going to thank you and salute you and every vet out here for their military service, their proud military service, their heroic military service. Thank you very much. Because of you guys, I can live free, and everybody listening can live free.
Thanks for having me today, Bob.
Phil Chapman, thank you very much. A proud vet. We're about out of time. The crowd's dispersing a little bit. But what a great crowd. I mean, if you were out here, you had to get goosebumps. These people are out here not in protest, but in honoring and rallying for our great military heroes. And isn't that something? They go fight for us, and then they come home and they have to fight for our freedoms across the seas. Then they have to come home and fight our government for their freedoms. I mean, that's not right. You people better understand that, especially in Madison County. And Alan Dunston, you've got about another minute. You no-cowed, unpatriotic son of a bitch. Get your ass down here. Not to talk to me. Talk to these proud vets. These proud vets that because of them, you can get elected to a position and steal politically steal the money from Madison County. You no good son of a bitch. You're not going to disrespect the veterans. You're not going to disrespect the people of Madison County. They're not going to put up with it. We as Americans aren't going to put up with it. One last time, Al Dunston. I know you won't call me. Every time I call his office, he's in a meeting, busy, not there. We're here at the courthouse. We come to your backyard, you rotten bastard. We come to your backyard. Where the hell are you at? These vets, they're not going to forget about you, Dunston. And they're not going to forget about you in a bad way. Not in a good way. Again, I just hope every vet in Madison County, everybody has a vet in the family in Madison County. Everybody has a friend who's a vet in Madison County. And more so than that, everyone that's living free in Madison County. You think about Al Dunston come November. You think about what he's done to disrespect the people of Madison County, how he's disrespected our great military heroes. And when you do that, I would hope you go into the booth and disrespect him by voting him out on November the 8th. This is Bob Romanik. The Grim Reaper of Radio, and you've been listening to the all-new KQQZ 1190 AM, simulcasting on KZQZ 1430 AM, America's bi-state voice of freedom, Radical Radio, and we are, as always, proud, very, very proud to be the Patriot. I'm going to leave here Friday, not in my normal tone, not in my craziness, but in a salute to this great United States of America, salute to our brave military heroes who have made this country so great. On a serious note, people, let's remember our veterans. Let's remember what they give. Let's remember the sacrifices. And now this gentleman's going to have to sacrifice his well-being in Madison County because of political corruption. People of Madison County, people of St. Clair County, understand what I'm saying. It's not going to get any better until we run these son of a bitches out of office, until we put public servants in. Having said that, out of respect to every vet and out of respect to this great United States of America, I say, God bless America. Everyone have a good day, a good weekend. When you go to bed, thank a vet for being able to live and sleep free and safe. This is Bob Romanik, the Grim Reaper of Radio.
They're coming to take me away, ha-ha. They're coming to take me away, ho-ho, hee-hee, ha-ha. To the funny farm where life is beautiful, huh?